Discussions with a Creationist Part 2, Faith and Evolution.
Hello again. If you haven't done so yet, please look at the first video of this series. In this second video, we cover topics such as faith and gullibility and trust, and we start to talk about evolution and the evidence for evolution. In one of my emails with Christopher Johnson, aka CreationLiberty, I had a discussion about faith, and I told him that faith is the same as believing without evidence, which is the same as gullibility. This is his answer.
Okay then, by your definition, you are gullible, and so is everyone else on the planet. Ever mailed a letter? You had faith that the letter would be delivered. Ever ordered something online? You had faith that you receive what you ordered. You're probably sitting in a chair right now. You sat down and didn't even question if the chair was going to hold you. That's faith. If you didn't have faith before you ever sat down, you would run scientific experiments to find out if the chair would not hold your weight, and you do it each time because you never know when it will break. You would run experiments to make sure your milk or water wasn't contaminated. I could go on with near and infinite examples of your faith. You either have faith or you become victim to paranoia. So you already have flawed logic in implying that faith is a flaw when you use it all the time every day. And you have faith in macroevolution and all prior stages to it, because you haven't provided any evidence for it yet. Sending me web pages from Wikipedia is not evidence. Googling keywords and sending me articles is not evidence. You're already starting to make me wonder if you've studied this topic at all. If your next letter is like this one, I'm gonna cut off this conversation because I don't have the time for it.
You are confusing spiritual faith and secular trust. Faith is believing without evidence. Trust is certainty based on past experience. Plus, if I didn't trust the mail service, I could investigate to see if they're doing a good job. No blind faith necessary, as opposed to your faith, which requires no evidence.
Have you ever talked to the people delivering the mail? Did you go inspect what they're doing and how they're doing it?
Yes. As a boy, I visited the post office. Very interesting visit.
Did you test the chair before you sat in it? Then you take it on faith.
Testing the chair would require me sitting on it, which is the most efficient way to test it. At that point, the test is conclusive and trust ensues.
Saying secular trust is just making up a story. Where's the scientific evidence for evolution? If we don't get it soon, I'm gonna cut this off.
I certainly have trust in evolution. There's lots of evidence. You can keep ignoring the evidence if you wish, but it won't go away. I've given a list already. Here it is.
Wikipedia is your evidence? Okay, I'm gonna have to accept that you haven't done any real research, and you're just blowing smoke that probably came from atheist forums. I don't like having to do that, but when people won't admit what they're saying or doing, I have to cut it off.
Also, if you wish to see a pretty good list of evidence for evolution, there's always this one.
It's the same page. I'm sorry, but you're wasting my time, and I'm wondering if you're doing it on purpose now. I'll finish off this last letter, and we're done here.
Oh, here's an interesting link.
No thank you. I'm done with your links, because I don't think you really study this topic. I think that What you've probably done is read atheist forums and memorized cocky one-liners without reading the facts. I get evolutionists do this all the time.
Oh, so you're a biologist then? No, let me guess. You've got an MIT diploma in creation science? Wait, no, don't tell me. You have a Kent Hovind cut and paste accreditation?
You know, and I know the truth. And you have to understand that God sees you better than either of us. When you face Him in judgment, you will have to give an account for all of this. I'll pray for you. And that's the best I can do.
I'm not afraid of hell because hell doesn't exist. Yes, another one-liner. You deserve it after repeating, "There is no evidence for evolution," one-liner about 6 times.
You're welcome to respond and give your rant, but I'm cutting this off. I don't have any more time to waste with you.
The Wikipedia page I gave you contains a list of references at the bottom. These references are not other Wikipedia pages, so go ahead and look them up, unless you're too lazy. About the links I gave you. You keep asking for evidence, which you then ignore when provided. I can point you to the evidence, but I can't force you to read it. P.S. As I was editing this video, I was contacted by Chris saying that he wishes to provide a full transcript for the whole conversation. I appreciate his help. This is very nice of you. Be sure that it's the complete transcript, and I'm in agreement for you to share it with the world. Thank you.